Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final technology presentation of the day. So I would really request you all to please remain seated. Our speaker for this session is Mr. Vikas Jha, founder and CEO, Aspirare Communications Private Limited. Mr. Jha has the know-how of enterprise telecom business thanks to the 20 years spent working with enterprise business units of leading telecom organizations like Tata Communications and Reliance Global Cloud Exchange. Is out here to make telecom easy for all the enterprises and the new age startups. Starting up a telecom enterprise managed services business which minds to close a lot of gaps to help the IT organization of enterprise customers. Aspirare Communications has grown leaps and bounds in the last 3 years of its existence. Can we please put our hands together and welcome Mr. Vikas Jha up on stage?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Since morning, I have been seeing multiple presentations, and I have seen a lot of people talking about the technology, new technology adoption, artificial intelligence, machine learning. We are in the business of connectivity, because if we have to make this successful, if we want to implement some good technology, what is important is connectivity. Connectivity has to be stable. Today, the biggest problem which we have observed in last 15 to 20 years of my experience in telecom industry, that most of the banks, I can see that most of the technology heads are sitting here, they will have very good connectivity at their central location. But when we come to the branches, when we talk about the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities or village connectivity, we fail big time. So we are here to ensure that we give you connectivity to those places where no one can give you connectivity as of now, or you face challenges related to connectivity. I'll cover that in my presentation. Basically, it is a 3-year-old company, right? We are a lean startup, and innovator, because we are not trying to establish some new infrastructure across India. We are not trying to set up maybe international gateways, submarine cables and all. We are just trying to innovate whatever products are available in the market to ensure that our customers are getting benefited. We are enterprise B2B guys, because all of my team member has got decent experience in telecom industry. We, if I am not wrong, we collectively we got 80 plus years of experience in telecom industry, especially in B2B segment. And we are here to make IT organizations' life easy. This is our leadership team. Collectively, we got more than 80 years of experience in telecom industry and especially in B2B business. This is what our growth has been. We have restarted our company in 2019, and you are aware that I think we have started our operations in 2020 in month of March. After that, lockdown has happened. But even though lockdown has happened, we have grown multifold in last 3 years. Currently, we have more than 250 large enterprise customers. Few of our BFSI customers, I'll tell you, is Canara Bank, Fullerton, then Just Pay, Just Money. We are able to acquire a lot of big customers during last 3 years. If you look at our services, how I have mentioned in my first slide that we are innovator in telecom industry. Today, if you look at, we have seen in most of the organization what CTOs or IT head does, that they know that they will not be able to achieve 100% uptime through one service provider. So what they do, they take primary link from one, and then they take secondary link from someone else, right? We ensured that those, you need not to have secondary link basically. If you take link from us, one link with last mile redundancy and multiple level of redundancy at core, we will be able to ensure that you get 100% uptime. I would tell you that we have deployed our first link in maybe May or June 2020. From that period till now, none of our customers has gone down even for a single second. I'll explain about that product in my next slide. Second one is managed voice services. Today, if you see that most of the companies, they don't use SIP trunks, right? Because most now call rates of mobile has gone down drastically. Everyone is offering unlimited calling and all. So no one is using that for their personal or official call. Only those organizations who interact with customer, whether it is company like BFSI, where banks who will call to the end customer for recovery or for doing some conversation, those guys only use. So basically, landline phone are getting used by their call centers or customer care uh, departments and all today, right? So they will have SIP trunk, they will have call managers, they will have, again here also, they will have primary and secondary SIP trunk service providers everywhere. Third is managed broadband internet connection. As I have told you that most of the companies will have very stable link at their head office or in their data center, but when you talk about their connectivity in tier 2, tier 3 cities, they face very big challenge because even large telcos are not able to give them connectivity. They don't have feasibility there, or even though they have feasibility, they might have issues related to the stability of the link. And another thing is co-location. Co-location is something that has been given by most of the guys. So when you talk about a smart internet clear line, what we do, that we want to eliminate the concept of secondary link. We don't want any one of our customers to have secondary link to ensure that they get 100% uptime on a single link. Today what we do, that by default, if you see that all the IT heads or CTO, they commit 100% uptime to their internal users. How do they achieve that? They take one link from maybe TCL, another link from Airtel, and they terminate to their maybe firewall or router. And even though one link go down, another link works. So their internal user doesn't feel downtime, right? What we have done, that we have made data our POP in top data center service provider, like our POP in Bangalore, Hyderabad, then Mumbai and Delhi is with controllers. And at other locations like Chennai, we are with SIFI, and in Pune, we are with WaveWorks. So our main POP is in these data centers. There, we take feed, means feed of upstream link from all 4 telcos, that is TCL, Airtel, Vodafone, and Jio. And from there, we ensure that we connect customer from 2 different last miles on ring. When I say on ring, it is underground fiber which connects our POP or those data centers to the customer place through ring. Wherever we don't have our fiber, like in Bangalore, we have fiber everywhere. In Mumbai, we have in some part of Mumbai, same is with Delhi, but Pune, we have started deploying our fiber. But as we are new company, we don't have fiber everywhere. For those locations, what we do, that we check feasibility across all the 4 telcos, select 2 best of them, or we go and ask our potential customers that who 2 telcos are stable at your location. Based on their choice, we take last mile from those telcos and connect the customer. That has helped us to ensure that there is no last mile failure. We have ensured that there is no outage at core, because we are having 4 levels of redundancy. One more thing I will tell, that when any company buys primary bandwidth from one telco and secondary bandwidth from another telco, each telco gives their own set of IP addresses. And when primary link is down, and that time this entire traffic has to move to the secondary link, this IP switchover happens. Here, we have our own IP address. We have our own AS number. Whatever IP address we allocate to you, that IP address we broadcast across all the service provider at core. So, if any service provider at core will go down, then also you will not face any outage. Even your IP address will not change. Without changing your IP address, you will get 4 levels of redundancy at core. That is how we are able to give them 100% uptime, right? Today, when we started, we were focusing on all large and SME customers. But today, if you look at, we focus only on large customers. We have customers like Canara Bank, where they are having huge capacity. We got Fullerton, Aadhaar Housing Finance, from financial sector. We got Just Pay. Most of these customers are having bandwidth more than 3 or 4 gig. Our biggest customer is Byju's, who is having almost 10 gig with us. Another biggest customer is Ola. Then, like that, today, if you talk about a startup system, most of the unicorns are using our services, and that is because of the infrastructure, uptime, and the latency which we provide to the customer. Second solution is managed voice services. Today, most of the companies who is into B2C business, they publish their customer care number. And I have seen even very, very large organization will publish multiple numbers, right? Because if they will publish one number and that telco is down, then their customer will not be able to reach them. We have come up with some solution where we have eliminated that problem completely. When we say completely, we are ready to sign it on agreement that this number can never go down. And we have developed some application. Using that, we are able to achieve that. Recently, we have given some connectivity. We have given that kind of solution to Ola for their Ola Electric vehicle customer care number. You will start seeing that number 68666866. That is the number which has been given by us, where we have signed service level agreement with them that this number will never ever go down. So that is one. Another is that today, if you look at the current scenario, I was mentioning that most of the customer will have 3 components in their call center or customer care department. One would be SIP trunk, another would be the call manager, right? A third would be manpower, right? As far as SIP trunk is concerned, SIP trunk, if SIP trunk go down, their employee has to sit idle. So what these guys do, they will take SIP trunk from multiple service providers to avoid downtime. What we have started doing, we have ensured that we shift the entire network and this call manager component from their office to our data center. So we give everything on the private cloud so that they are able to achieve 100% uptime, right? These are the solutions which we have given for voice, for outbound calling, and we have customer who is using more than 28,000 lines in one premise for their call center. And in last 3 years from the day we have delivered the link, not even a single second their link had gone down. Yeah, these are the way how we deploy our solution. Today, if you look at, so this is one of the important products which I would like to cover here, that I have mentioned before also, I am repeating again, that connectivity for the remote location is the biggest challenge for any banks or insurance company, right? Since morning I have spoken to few of the speaker here. Most of them has also acknowledged, right? They don't get even connectivity. So what we are doing today, we have connectivity we have reached to more than 2,500 cities across India. And we are present in most of the tier 3, tier 4 cities, and we are able to give them guaranteed bandwidth with throughput as well as the best latency. Today, most of the banks are using 1 MB, 2 MB, or 4 Mbps MPLS connectivity. And they spend from maybe 32,000 to maybe 1.1, 1.2 lakh rupees per year. Today, if you look at every bank has started deploying lot of new application, and 1 MB, 2 MB, or 4 Mbps is not sufficient. So, and there is no service provider. These banks are not able to make use of that application. Today, we are able to give them managed broadband connection, which is with proactive monitoring and completely managed services, where we give 50 Mbps broadband with 12.5 Mbps guaranteed throughput with the best latency and 99.5% uptime, right? So, and if you look at the cost also, cost is same as what any banks pays for 2 Mbps, right? So this product is very helpful, I believe, for any banks. Yeah, this I have already covered. Another thing we manage that is IT services. This is another problem statement. This is a problem area for most of the banks for the remote location. So we don't only provide the telecom services for remote location. We are able to give them this basically IT services also. We are there to take care of system administration, database management, or Wi-Fi, everything we will be able to give it to the customer. These are few basically use cases. I have almost covered all of them. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I would request Mr. Naseem Haldar, Chief Information Security Officer, ACO General Insurance, to please come up on stage and present a memento to Mr. Vikas Jha, Founder and CEO, Aspirare Communications Private Limited.